Jai Srila Gurudev. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Uttapada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Stram Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama
Hare Krishna.
Hare Hare. Jai Shri Krishna Balarama ki, Jai Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadramai ki, Jai Shri Shri Guru Gauranga ki, Jai Gaur Premanande. So Hare Krishna, let us sing Jai Radha Madhava and then we will have our Bhagavatam class. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari
Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe. Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe. Thakur Bhakti Vinoder Pranadana He. Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe. Jaya Radha Gopal Ju Radha Gopal Ju Radhe. Jaya Radha Gopal Ju Radha Gopal Ju Radhe. Srila Guru Dever Pranadana He. Srila Guru Dever Pranadana He. Pranadana He. Jaya Radha Gopal Ju Radha Gopal Ju Radhe. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura, Hari Bol. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Srila Gaura Govinda Swami Guru Deva, Srila Gaura Govinda Swami Guru Deva. Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Jai Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parivrajakaacharya Ashtottara Shata Shri Srimad Gaura Govinda Swami Maharaj Gurudev Ki. Jai Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parivrajakaacharya Ashtottara Shata Shri Srimad Abhaya Charanaravinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki. Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki. Jai Srimad Bhagavatam Ki. Jai Srila Gurudev Ki. Jai Gaur Premanandi. Hari. So Hare Krishna, all devotees, Hare Krishna. We are very unqualified to sit on this Vyasasan and speak Bhagavatam, but we have been invited, and also the last time I was with my Guru Maharaj, he instructed me, you must conduct Bhagavatam class when you go to the ISKCON temple. So we are trying to do our seva, although we are not fit.
ମୁଁ ସମ୍ପୂର୍ଣ୍ଣ ଅଯୋଗ୍ୟ ଏହି ବ୍ୟାସାସନରେ ବସି ଭାଗବତ କଥା ଦେବା ପାଇଁ, କିନ୍ତୁ ଯେହେତୁ ମୋତେ ଆପଣମାନେ ଇନଭାଇଟ୍ କରିଛନ୍ତି ଏବଂ ମହାରାଜଙ୍କ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦେଶ ଅନୁସାରେ ମୁଁ କିଛି କହିବାକୁ ଚାହିଁବି ଏବେ।
So there are so many senior devotees here also. Please forgive me if we say anything wrong. We will try to read. We don't have the English version here. I will read it from my phone. Jai Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai. Yes, I know. Thank you. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Sarasvatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudirayed. Before reciting this Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the very means of conquest, one should offer respectful obeisances unto the personality of Godhead Narayana, unto Nara Narayana Rishi, the supermost human being, unto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and unto Srila Vyasadeva, the author. Nashtaprayeshva bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatyuttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. By regular attendance in classes on the Bhagavatam and by rendering of service to the pure devotee, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed, and loving service unto the personality of Godhead, who is praised with transcendental songs, is established as an irrevocable fact. Jai Grantharaj Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai, Srimad Bhagavatam Mahapurana ki Jai. So, the Srimad Bhagavatam is the incarnation of Lord Krishna in Kali Yuga.
ଶ୍ରୀମଦ୍ ଭାଗବତମ୍ ଶ୍ରୀକୃଷ୍ଣଙ୍କର ଏ କଳିଯୁଗର ଅବତାର।
And if we have the chance to sit like this in the association of devotees to hear Bhagavatam in this early morning, it is the most auspicious thing that we can participate in.
ଆଉ ଏହା ବହୁତ ମଙ୍ଗଳମୟ ମଧ୍ୟ କି ଏଇଭଳି ଭକ୍ତମାନଙ୍କ ସଭାରେ ବସି ଭାଗବତ ଶ୍ରବଣ କରିବା।
I think all of you here must be from Orissa, mostly. Any outsiders here?
ଆପଣମାନେ ସମସ୍ତେ ଓଡ଼ିଶାରୁ ମୁଁ ଭାବୁଛି, କିଏ ଓଡ଼ିଶା ବାହାରୁ ଏଇଠି ଅଛନ୍ତି କି?
No, so you all know in all your villages there are Bhagavat Tungis, but nothing is happening there nowadays. True? Nothing is going on. The Bhagavat Tungis are all empty.
ଏବେ ଆଉ କୋଉଠି ଜାଗାରେ ଭାଗବତ ଟୁଙ୍ଗି ଏଭଳି ହଉନାହିଁ ଆଉ ଆଜିକାଲି।
Ever since satellite TV came and then now mobile phone came, nobody has time for Bhagavatam.
ଟିଭି ଆଉ ମୋବାଇଲ ଫୋନ୍ ଆସିବା ପରଠାରୁ ଆଉ କେହି ଭାଗବତ ପାଇଁ ସମୟ ଦେଇପାରୁନାହାନ୍ତି।
Yes. Prabhupada's first Back to Godhead magazine, 1944, one article there, maybe the first article, I don't know, but one of the articles there, title was No Time the common disease of modern man.
प्रभुपादଙ୍କର ଯେତେବେଳେ ପ୍ରଥମେ ଭଗବତ ଦର୍ଶନ ପତ୍ରିକା ବାହାରିଥିଲା 1944ରେ, ତ ସେଇଥିରେ ଗୋଟେ ଆର୍ଟିକଲ ଆସିଥିଲା କମନ ଲୋକମାନଙ୍କ ପାଖରେ କିଛି ସମୟ ନାହିଁ ଏବେ,
No time, the common disease
ଆଉ ଏଇଟା ଗୋଟେ ରୋଗ ମଧ୍ୟ
of modern man. So this is a big disease, this time thing. Maybe since there is not much purport, there is no purport in this verse, we will talk a little bit on that aspect of time, which is related to sadhana bhakti.
ଯେହେତୁ ଏଇ ଶ୍ଲୋକରେ ବେଶୀ ଭାବାର୍ଥ ମଧ୍ୟ ନାହିଁ, ତ ଆମେମାନେ କିଛି ସେଇ ଆସ୍ପେକ୍ଟ ଉପରେ କଥା ହେବା ଯେ ମଡ଼ର୍ଣ୍ଣ ଲୋକମାନେ କିପରି ସମୟ ପାଉନାହାନ୍ତି.
Because you all have made time to be here, to hear Bhagavatam. It is very, very great thing. I was saying.
ଆପଣମାନଙ୍କର କିନ୍ତୁ ଭାଗ୍ୟଶାଳୀ ଆପଣମାନେ ଆଟଲିଷ୍ଟ ସମୟ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି.
So I must thank you all and let me try to speak something.
ବହୁତ ବହୁତ ଧନ୍ୟବାଦ ଆପଣମାନେ ଆସିଛନ୍ତି.
Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. By his great tapasya, now there are Bhagavatam classes going on all over the world in so many places.
ଶ୍ରୀଲ ପ୍ରଭୁପାଦଙ୍କର ତପସ୍ୟା ଯୋଗୁଁ ଆଜି ଭାଗବତମ କକ୍ଷା ସାରା ବିଶ୍ୱରେ ଏହି ସମୟରେ ହେଇପାରୁଛି.
Thank you for translating so nicely.
I don't know.
Let me sing the verse. Please sing after me. Shrutvad-vijay katyamanam Kuru Pandava samyuge Sarvarajanya nidhanam Bharam mene hritam bhuvaha Shrutvad-vijay katyamanam Kuru Pandava samyuge Sarvarajanya nidhanam Bharam mene hritam bhuvaha Shrutvad-vijay katyamanam Kuru Pandava samyuge Sarvarajanya nidhanam Bharam mene hritam bhuvaha Shrutvad-vijay katyamanam Kuru Pandava samyuge Sarvarajanya nidhanam Bharam mene hritam bhuvaha Shrutvad-vijay katyamanam Kuru Pandava samyuge Sarvarajanya nidhanam Bharam mene hritam bhuvaha. Matajis, please. Shrutvad-vijay katyamanam Kuru Pandava samyuge Sarvarajanya nidhanam Bharam mene hritam bhuvaha. Jai Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Jai Srimad Bhagavatam Mahapurana ki, Jai. Please repeat the word by word. I will say in Sanskrit, then you say in Odia, and you follow him in Odia. Okay? Shrutva.
Sravana kari.
Then Dvijaihi.
Brahmana mananko dwara.
Kadhyamanam
Varnita
Kuru Pandava
Kuru o Pandava mananko madhyare
Samyuge
Juddhare
Sarva
Samastanka
Rajanya
Raja
Nidhanam
Nidhana
Bharam
ଭାର
mene
ସେ ଭାବିଲେ
hritam
ହରଣ କରାଯାଇଛି
bhuvaha
ପୃଥିବୀରେ।
Translation, please hear. The Lord heard from some Brahmanas how all the kings involved in the battle between the Kurus and the Pandavas had been killed. From this, he concluded that the earth was now relieved of her burden. The Lord heard from some Brahmanas how all the kings involved in the battle between the Kurus and the Pandavas had been killed. From this, he concluded that the earth was now relieved of her burden. Prabhu, please read.
ଅନୁବାଦ କିପରି ଭାବରେ କୁରୁ ଓ ପାଣ୍ଡବଗଣଙ୍କ ଯୁଦ୍ଧରେ ଯୁକ୍ତ ସମସ୍ତ ରାଜା ନିହତ ହୋଇଥିଲେ ତାହା କେତେଜଣ ବ୍ରାହ୍ମଣଙ୍କ ଠାରୁ ଭଗବାନ ଶ୍ରବଣ କଲେ। ସେଥିରେ ସେ ସିଦ୍ଧାନ୍ତ ନିଶ୍ଚୟ କଲେ ଯେ ଏବେ ପୃଥିବୀ ତାର ଭାରରୁ ମୁକ୍ତ ହୋଇଛି।
Yes. So this is Lord Balarama, right? So Lord Balaram has learned about the outcome that happened at Kurukshetra. It was still going on towards the end, but all the kings were dead.
ଏଠି ବଳରାମ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ଯୁଦ୍ଧ ଏବେ ମୋତେ ଚାଲିଛି ଆଉ ତାପରେ
I forgot.
ଓକେ ତ ବଳରାମ ଏବେ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ଯେ ଯୁଦ୍ଧ ଚାଲିଛି ଏବଂ ତାପରେ କ'ଣ ହେଉଛି।
There is no purport to this verse, so please join me. We will say the Mangalacharan.
ଏଥିରେ କୌଣସି ଭାବାର୍ଥ ନାହିଁ ତ ଆପଣମାନେ ମଙ୍ଗଳାଚରଣ ମୋ ସହିତ କୁହନ୍ତୁ।
Om Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manoabhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupah Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guroh Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jai Sri Harinam Mahamantra Prabhu Ki Jai. O all attractive Supreme Lord Krishna, O all pleasing personality of Godhead Rama, O Madhara, internal spiritual energy of the Lord, Srimati Radharani, kindly keep me engaged always in your transcendental loving service. Sri Harinam Mahamantra Yuga Dharma Ki Jai. So let me spend 2 or 3 minutes trying to, with the permission of my Guru Maharaj, to try to just glorify Prabhupada briefly, and then we will proceed.
प्रथमे आमे किछि समय आपण मान समय 2-3 मिनिट आमे प्रभुपादंकर ग्लोरिफिकेशन करिवा भागवत चर्चा करिया पूर्व.
At the age of 70, Srila Prabhupada went to America on the Jaladuta ship with 40 rupees in his pocket.
70 वर्षर बयस रे श्रील प्रभुपाद जलदूत जहाज रे मात्र 40 टंका धरी गले.
He had his kartals and he had 200 copies of the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam.
तांका पाखे तांका करताल थिला एवं 200 टा प्रथम स्कंदर भागवत थिला.
Can you imagine 70 years old going on a ship, cargo ship, and look at what he produced all over the world. In perhaps more than 100 languages now his Bhagavad Gita is available, and he has spread, many intelligent people are studying the Bhagavatam now.
आमे चिंता करि परिबा कि केते असंभव कार्य ये जे श्रील प्रभुपाद गोटे कार्गो शिप रे ते वयस्क लोक हई जाइछन्ती एवं तापर कोन से कर दी आछन्ती. आज देखि परिबा आमे तांकर लाइव जेते पुस्तक मिनिमम 1000 लाइब्रेरी रे अवेलेबल अछि.
Yes, and you see how Srila Gurudev dedicated himself so seriously to translating. So much Prabhupada has written. Gurudev was very serious about his translating seva.
आमे माने देखि सारछे जे गुरुदेव केते सिंसियर थिले आ केते माने से दृढ़ व्रत थिले प्रभुपादंकर ए पुस्तक गुडी को ओडिया रे अनुवाद करिया पई.
So these books are very important for the whole world, and if we are all followers of Prabhupada, we must study these books very seriously.
तो ए गुडी को सारा विश्वर कल्याण पई अछि एवं आमे माने जदी प्रभुपादंक मिशन रे रहउछन आमे ए बही गुडी को अच्छे भलो से पढिबा कथा.
Prabhupada had a very strong desire to give prema bhakti to everyone, not only to Indian people but to foreigners, to everyone.
प्रभुपादंकर इच्छा थिला जे समस्त को प्रेम भक्ति दवा केवल भारतीय मान को न सारा विश्व रे.
Yes, and he even said people who just touch my book they may get prema. How powerful his books are.
प्रभुपाद कहथले जे लोक माने जदी केवल म पुस्तक छुई नेबे ताहले से माने प्रेम पाइ देबे. तो केते पावरफुल से माने.
So we must try to study his books, and he gave us a very clear guideline for his followers.
तो आमे माने पुस्तक गुडी को पढिया कथा जा फल कि हमको क्लियरली गाइडलाइंस मिलिबो कि परि कार्य करिया कथा.
I don't recall the reference. I think it's in the purport in Chaitanya Charitamrita. One of the purports he said for his followers, I guarantee you will fall down if you do not read my books seriously for 2 hours every day.
प्रभुपाद तांकर भावार्थ रे कहिसंती गोटे जगह रे कोठी मोर मन नै चैतन्य चैतन्य कहिसंती जे मु ग्यारंटी कहूची जदि तुमे माने 2 घंटा मो पुस्तक न पढिबो ताहले प्रत्येक दिन ताहले तुमर पतन हे जिवो.
I guarantee you will fall down.
प्रभुपाद को जे मु निश्चित भाबे कहूची तुमर पतन हबो.
For his followers, we are his followers, no? This is his temple. So is that a curse or is that a blessing?
एटा गोटे आशीर्वाद ना एटा गोटे कर्स.
Curse is a, don't use English word. Cheating.
एटा गोटे अभिशाप ना एटा गोटे आशीर्वाद कहले.
We must be very serious. When you speak Matrubhasha, don't include this Angreji nonsense. That is an insult to your mother. No.
Actually, I am not a good translator.
We are Malacha, so what to do, you know. But anyway, So we must manage our time so that we can study Prabhupada's books. You know, the Brahmana in Sri Rangam, he was holding the Bhagavad Gita upside down. So no excuse.
ଆମକୁ ଆମର ସମୟ ମ୍ୟାନେଜ୍ କରିବା କଥା ଯାହାଫଳରେ କି ଆମେ ଏଇ ସମୟ 2 ଘଣ୍ଟା ଆମେ ପ୍ରଭୁପାଦଙ୍କ ପୁସ୍ତକ ବାହାର କରି ପଢ଼ିପାରିବା.
Don't say impossible, it's possible. Because if you chant your japa very nicely, if you chant 2 hours nicely, uninterrupted japa, that day Krishna will give you 28 hours instead of 24 hours.
କାହିଁକି ନା ଆମେ ଯେଉଁଦିନ 2 ଘଣ୍ଟା ଭଲ ଭାବେ ଜପ କରିଥାଉ କୃଷ୍ଣ ଆମକୁ ସେଇ ଦିନ 28 ଘଣ୍ଟା ଦେଇଥାନ୍ତି.
Not 24, not 24
ନୁହଁ 28 ଘଣ୍ଟା ଦେଇଥାନ୍ତି ସେଦିନ.
It is not impossible. And one more point, His Holiness Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj used to say, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling, chant 24 hours.
ଆଉ ମହାବିଷ୍ଣୁ ସ୍ୱାମୀ ମହାରାଜ ଆମର
Not
କହନ୍ତି
Swami, Mahavishnu Goswami. Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj, the Indian one from London. There are two. One Mahavishnu Swami, a white man, and Mahavishnu Goswami is Indian, Gujarati.
ତ ମହାବିଷ୍ଣୁ ଗୋସ୍ୱାମୀ ମହାରାଜ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ଯେ ଆମେ ଚୈତନ୍ୟ ମହାପ୍ରଭୁ
Mahaprabhu said that chant 24 hours.
ମହାପ୍ରଭୁ କହିଲେ ତୁମେ 24 ଘଣ୍ଟା ଭଗବାନଙ୍କ ନାମ ଜପ କର.
And Krishna also said, always remember me, right? Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu mam anusmara yudhyacha.
ଆଉ କୃଷ୍ଣ ମଧ୍ୟ କହିଲେ ସବୁ ସମୟରେ ମୋର ସ୍ମରଣ କର.
So he said, it's not impossible, it is possible.
ତ ସେ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ଏଇଟା ଅସମ୍ଭବ ନୁହଁ, ଏଇଟା ସମ୍ଭବ.
So one problem comes, what about sleep?
ଗୋଟେ ଆମର ସବୁଠୁ ବଡ଼ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ୍ ନିଦ.
So how to chant when you are sleeping?
ଆମେ କେମିତି ଶୋଇବା ସମୟରେ ଆମେ କେମିତି ଜପ କରିବା?
What is the answer? Does anyone know? Because there is an answer. There must be.
ଉତ୍ତର ଅଛି କି? ଆମେ ନିଦ୍ରା ସମୟରେ ମଧ୍ୟ କିପରି ଭଗବାନଙ୍କ ନାମ ଜପ କରିପାରିବା? ତାର ଉତ୍ତର ଅଛି, କିଏ କହିପାରିବେ?
Of course, there are some Mahajans, great persons who really, they are chanting like Arjuna. Even when sleeping, Arjuna is chanting, right? But for less ordinary beings, Mahavishnu Maharaj gave this formula.
ନିଶ୍ଚିତ ଭାବେ ମହାଭାଗବତ ଯେପରିକି ଅର୍ଜୁନ ସେମାନେ ଏହା କହିପାରିବେ, କିନ୍ତୁ ଆମ ଭଳି ଅର୍ଡ଼ିନାରୀ ସାଧାରଣ ଲୋକମାନେ ଏଭଳି ନ କରିପାରୁ. କିନ୍ତୁ ମହାବିଷ୍ଣୁ ଗୋସ୍ୱାମୀ ମହାରାଜ ଗୋଟେ ସଲ୍ୟୁସନ୍ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି.
Arjuna is Gudakesha, right? He conquered the sleep.
ଅର୍ଜୁନ ହେଲେ ଗୁଡ଼ାକେଶ, ସେ ତାଙ୍କ ନିଦ୍ରା ଉପରେ ଜୟ କରିଛନ୍ତି.
Okay. So Maharaj said that, I don't know the reference, but it's in the Bhagavatam. Krishna says that if you keep chanting my name when you go to bed until you fall asleep. If you keep chanting my name until you fall asleep, translate.
ମହାରାଜ କହିଲେ ଯଦି ତୁମେ ମୋ ନାମ ଭଗବାନଙ୍କ ନାମ ଜପ କରି କରିକି ନିଦ୍ରାରେ ପଡ଼ିଯାଅ ଖଟ ଉପରେ.
Then when Paramatma wakes you up, and Jai Sri Sri Krishna Balarama ki Jai. When Krishna wakes you up, and the moment your consciousness returns to your body, immediately you start Jai Sri Sri Jagannath Baladev Subhadramai ki Jai, Sri Krishna Balarama ki Jai, Sri Sri Gauranitai ki Jai. So then when you wake up, the moment your consciousness comes back to you, and according to what Mahavishnu Maharaj taught, he said that Paramatma will wake you up when your body has had enough rest. Our problem is we go back to sleep again that time.
ତ ଯଦି ଆମେ ଭଗବାନଙ୍କ ନାମ ଜପ କରି କରିକି ନିଦ୍ରାରେ ଶୋଇଥାଉ ତାହେଲେ ଆମେ ପରମାତ୍ମା ହିଁ ଆମକୁ ଜଗେଇବେ ସକାଳେ.
But he says,
ଆମ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ୍ ଆମେ ପୁଣି ଥରେ ନିଦ୍ରାକୁ ପଳାଉ ସେଇ ସମୟରେ.
Krishna says that if you do that, the moment you wake up, we're going to sleep, we chant his name until you fall asleep, and the moment your consciousness comes back, immediately you chant again. Then Krishna says, I will give you the whole sleeping period as a japa period.
କୃଷ୍ଣ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ଯଦି ତୁମେ ଉଠୁ ଉଠୁ, ମହାରାଜ କହିଲେ ଯଦି ତୁମେ ଉଠୁ ଉଠୁ ପୁଣି ଥରେ ଭଗବାନଙ୍କ ନାମ କରିବା ଆରମ୍ଭ କଲ ତାହେଲେ କୃଷ୍ଣ ତୁମକୁ ପୁରା ନିଦ୍ରାର ସମୟଟା ଜପର ସମୟରେ ଗଣିବେ.
Isn't that good? So you can do 8 hours japa if you sleep 8 hours.
ତାହେଲେ ଏଇଟା ଭଲ ନୁହଁ କି? ଆମେ 8 ଘଣ୍ଟା ଜପ କରିପାରିବା ଶୋଇକି ମଧ୍ୟ.
Correct, but not recommended in ISKCON temple. Temple commander will come and beat me.
କିନ୍ତୁ ଏଇଟା ଆମେ କହିପାରିବାନି ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ. ଟେମ୍ପଲ କମାଣ୍ଡର ଆମକୁ କହିବେ ଯେ ଏପରି କେମିତି କହୁଛନ୍ତି ଆପଣ.
So, but we should be conscious that when we are going to sleep, remember Krishna. And when we wake up, remember Krishna by chanting. Okay?
କିନ୍ତୁ ଆମେ ଚେତନା ସ୍ତରରେ କୃଷ୍ଣଙ୍କୁ ସ୍ମରଣ କରିକି ଶୋଇବା କଥା ଏବଂ ଉଠିଲା ପରେ ମଧ୍ୟ ସାଙ୍ଗେ ସାଙ୍ଗେ କୃଷ୍ଣଙ୍କୁ ସ୍ମରଣ କରିବା.
So let us all try to obey Srila Prabhupada's request or instruction that we should study his books Swadhyaya for 2 hours every day.
तो सेथिपाई आमे समस्ते चेष्टा करिबा जे प्रभुपादंकर इंस्ट्रक्शन 2 घंटा किपरि प्रभुपादर पुस्तक डेली अध्ययन करा जाऊ.
Okay, we'll talk a little more about that later. Now let me just do justice to this verse.
टिके परे आमे ए विषय आउथरे कथा हबा किंतु एबे आमे ए श्लोक विषय चर्चा हबा.
So Lord Balaram was on a yatra. He visited so many temples, right?
भगवान बलराम एते गुडिये मंदिर दर्शन कले तीर्थ यात्रा रे.
And at this point in time, when he came to this temple, he heard from the local brahmanas the result that the Kurukshetra war that was going on, all the kings had been killed.
आउ एठी बलराम देखुचंती जे ए मंदिर को आसला परे जे कोन हैला एते युद्ध परे राजा मानक मृत्यु परे.
So he concluded that the earth is now relieved of her burden. This relates to the beginning of the Dasamaskanda, right? What is this burden that has been relieved?
तो एठी कहउछन जे किपरि पृथ्वी भार शून्य हैछि ए राजा मानक मृत्यु परे एटा दशम स्कंदर प्रारंभ रे मध्ये एभली कुआ जायतिला.
Because what is the first chapter of the 10th canto? Bhumi Devi is unhappy, isn't it? She goes to Lord Brahma, please help me. Brahma says, I cannot help you. Brahma takes her to Kshirosagar.
तो प्रथम स्कंदर प्रारंभ रे मध्ये एई अध्याय टी
Not
थिला.
Prathama Skanda, Dasama Skanda.
दशम स्कंदर प्रथम अध्याय रे मध्ये एया ही थिला जे भूमि देवी जाउछंदी ब्रह्मा को पाखकु आ ब्रह्मा क्षीरोदक्षाई विष्णु को पाखकु जे किपरि भार शून्य हेबे से.
Yes. So one of Krishna's purposes to come was to relieve the Bhumi Devi of all these demoniac military forces.
गोटे कारण थिला कृष्णंकर जगत रे आसीबार जे भूमि देवी को किपरि ए आसुरी माने
Military force.
डेमोनियक मिलिटरी फोर्स रो मुक्त करिवा.
Translate. Prabhuji, demoniac military forces. Asuri.
आसुरिक प्रवृत्ति रो केमति पृथ्वी को भार शून्य करिवा. कृष्ण सेथिपाई अवतीर्ण होंत.
So that is famous verse thanks to the television series Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Correct? One of the three purposes is to kill the
एठी आमे एई श्लोक रे आमे सुनिले जेहेतु टीवी जोगु आमे ए सब श्लोक गुडी को मन रखि दैछु तो ए टीवी रे श्लोकटा सुनला पर मन अछि आ गोटे कथा हला जे एठी कारण को हैछि जे असुर मानकटु मुक्त करियाको.
So now that all these military forces were killed, as was predicted by Lord Krishna in the Vishwarupa Darshana, now Balaram thought, okay, Bhumi Devi is relieved.
तो एभली भाबरे समस्त राजा महाराजा मानक मृत्यु परे बलराम कहउछन जे एबे पृथ्वी भार शून्य हैला.
So now I want to go back to that topic which we touched on just now about time. Since we are all followers of Srila Prabhupada, we should not say that there is no time.
तो एबे आमे सेई टॉपिक ऊपर आलोकपात करबा जोटा आमे आरंभ रे कहउछले जे आमे समस्त कहबा कथा नुह जे आम पाखे समय नाही.
We have to always keep struggling to learn how to manage our time nicely. That is called sadhana bhakti.
हमको सबले चेष्टा करबा कथा किपर भाबे आम समय को आमे सदुपयोग करि परिबा एटा ही साधना भक्ति.
It is not the quantity, but it is more important the quality.
एटा केवल मात्र केते मात्रा रे करूचे आमे ताहा नो एटा केउ भाबरे आमे करूचे.
Do you remember that famous statement by Prabhupada? Impossible is a word found in a fool's dictionary.
आपण मानकर एटा प्रभुपादर कथारु मने अछि कि जे असंभव बोली किछि कार्य न था. असंभवटा वास्तव रे गोटे मूर्ख मानकर डिक्शनरी रो शब्द.
Just historically, that incident was when they were going to make the Chaitanya Charitamrita, and Prabhupada asked them, how long will you take? And they told him 3 years.
जेंती प्रभुपाद जेतबेले चैतन्य चरितामृत प्रिंट करने को कही प्रभुपाद पचारे केते वर्ष लागिबो तुम केते समय लागिबो एटा को छपेबा पई तो से कहले 3 वर्ष लगे.
Prabhupada said, no, 18 months. And they said, impossible.
तो प्रभुपाद कहले ना 3 वर्ष नुह 18 मासरे कर. तो से कहले एटा संभव नुहे असंभव.
And he said, impossible is the word found in the Fool's Dictionary.
सेतेबेले प्रभुपाद कहले जे एई असंभव बोली शब्दटी केवल मूर्ख मानक डिक्शनरी अछि शब्द.
So they all left his room and they had a meeting, and then after discussing, they came back and they told Prabhupada, yes, 18 months.
तापर से सब प्रभुपाद कक्षर बाहर जाकि मीटिंग कले एवं आसिकी पुणी कहले हाँ प्रभुपाद 18 मास रे ही जीवो.
World record, Prabhu. 17 volumes from scratch to final product with 400 original paintings published in 18 months. 17 volumes with 400 paintings.
आप मैंने अविश्वास मैं विश्वास करें जे 17टी वॉल्यूम रे बही आ पूरा स्क्रैच रु आरंभ रु माने पूरा किछि नथिबारु प्रिंट हवा पर्यंत आ 400टी कलर पेंटिंग्स सहित ए बही 18 मास रे रेडी हो गला.
ओरिजिनल पेंटिंग्स द आर्टिस्ट हैड टू ड्रॉ द पेंटिंग.
आर्टिस्ट मानकर ड्राइंग करा जायथिबा 400टी पेंटिंग.
So we all know Prabhupada used to sleep very little, like 2 hours only, 3 hours in a night.
हम समस्त जानी छे श्रील प्रभुपाद बहुत कम स्वल्प ही निद्रा नियंती मात्र 2-3 घंटा.
The Upadesh Amrita is the guidebook for beginners in practicing Krishna consciousness.
उपदेशामृत आमर प्रारंभिक भक्ति जीवन पई गोटे गाइड बुक.
So we were discussing which is the most important Upadesh out of those 11 shlokas.
आमे चर्चा करथिलु जे 11टी मध्यरु को उपदेशटा सबुटु गुरुत्वपूर्ण हम पई.
Which one is it? I'm sure you all have studied that book.
आमे आशा करछु समस्त उपदेशामृत पढिथिबे. को उपदेशटा सबुटु गुरुत्वपूर्ण?
Yes. Utsaha Nishchaya Dhairyat. So do you have any evidence to support that? Any Shastra Praman or it's your speculation?
किछि प्रमाण अछि कि सेटा काहे कि सबटु गुरुत्वपूर्ण हबो ना एमति कहूछ?
You are guessing. All are important. Which one is the most important?
सबुटु गुरुत्वपूर्ण कोटा जदियो सबुटिक गुरुत्वपूर्ण किंतु कोटा सबुटु गुरुत्वपूर्ण.
Yes, the 8th shloka, the last 3 words are iti upadesha saram. It is in the shloka.
Last अष्टम श्लोक रा शेष रे लिखा है इति उपदेश सारम.
Correct?
हाँ.
No need to translate. Iti upadesha saram.
Correct.
And that is about time management. Manage your time to keep on increasing, gradually increase the time you engage your tongue and your mind in remembering Krishna's name, Krishna's form and so on.
तो एभली भाव रे हमर समय को आमे जदि मैनेज करी चलिबा ताले निश्चित भाव एटा करी हबो.
So if you look at the first shloka of Upadeshamrita, there in that Vacho Vegam, Prabhupada explains in the purport that we should sleep 6 hours every day, not less, not more, but 6 hours with an empty stomach. That's very important, and he explains why.
तो प्रभुपाद कर जदि प्रथम श्लोकटा पढ़िबा सेठी भावार्थ प्रभुपाद कहते आमे 6 घंटा सोइबा कथा बेसी नुह कि कम नुह एवं सेटा गोटे एम्प्टी स्टमक रे हवा कथा माने खाली पेट रे से निद्राटा हवा कथा 6 घंटा.
So in that purport he explained why. Can anyone remember what was the reason Prabhupada gave why you should sleep with empty stomach?
सेठी प्रभुपाद भावार्थ रे कहते काहे कि आमे माने खाली पेट रे रहबा दरकार निद्रा समय रे काहर मने अछि कि काहे कि.
This is very important also. It's related to trying to find your 2 hours for reading. He explains, if you sleep with food in your stomach, then 6 hours sleep is not enough because you will be dreaming.
आउ एटा भारी गुरुत्वपूर्ण कि ना जदि आमे खाली पेट रे न सोई थाउ ताहले हमर 6 घंटा रा निद्रा संपूर्ण हेबो नाही एवं आमे अधिक सोइबा आमे कारण हमर सेतोले आमे स्वप्न अवस्था को पळे जाउ.
And because of dreaming, you will wake up, your mind will be very tired and very sluggish. You will not be able to chant nicely.
जदि आमे एभली स्वप्न अवस्था को पळे जाउ ताहले हमर मन भारी भारी रहिबो एवं आमे किछि कार्य करि परिबानी तापरे स्लो हो जिवो.
This is a very, very, very valuable and important conclusion Prabhupada is revealing to us. Because if you try to do research by yourself to find out, you will never find out.
ଏଇଟା ଗୋଟେ ସାର୍ ମର୍ମ ପ୍ରଭୁପାଦ ଆମକୁ ଦେଇ ଯାଇଛନ୍ତି ଆମେ ଯେତେ ରିସର୍ଚ୍ଚ କଲେ ବି ଏଇଟାକୁ କରିପାରିବା ନାହିଁ ଜାଣିପାରିବା ନାହିଁ ଅଲଗା ଭାବରେ
So this is the ideal he is giving us. Keep your stomach empty. That means what? You should eat ideally before the sun goes down. If you eat later than sunset, keep at least 3 hours gap before you sleep. Don't sleep with full stomach. You don't need energy at night. It will disturb you.
तो तामाने हमको कौन करे पड़ो या तो हमें सूर्यास्त पूर्वरु प्रसाद पाइबा डिनर बा हमें जेते बेले प्रसाद पाइबा तार एटलीस्ट 3 घंटा परे निद्रा नवा
If we are sincerely striving to chant Shuddha Nam and we are completely dissatisfied with our present Namabhash, Namaparad chanting, then we will notice the difference in the chanting. If we have a lot of food in the stomach and morning you wake up, try to chant, it will be very difficult to chant. And if your stomach is empty and you wake up and you chant, you notice. But if you are not paying attention to the quality of your japa, then one day up, one day down, and we don't know and we don't care. That is not good.
किंतु आमे जतलो एबे साधना करछे तो हमको चेष्टा करिया था शुद्ध नाम करिया को ना कि एबे जेमती नामाभास करछे कि नाम अपराध नाम करछे तो सेथिबे हमको एहा प्रति जागृतता दबाउ पड़िबो जे आमे किपरि ए भली फूड हैबिट्स को जगिबा ता फल कि हमरो भलो भाबे जप होबो नेक्स्ट दिन
Yeah, you can notice the quality. You don't have to ask somebody else. If you are paying attention, is my japa better today? And there are so many factors, but the main factor you can find from the book Harinam Chintamani is your attentiveness during your japa.
तो एथरे बहुत सारा फैक्टर रही किंतु मेन फैक्टरटा आमे हरिनाम चिंतामणि पाई परिबा जोटा कि आमे अटेंटिवली ध्यानपूर्वक जप करूछे कि ना सेटा
he says Srila Haridas Thakur Namacharya says in the 12th chapter that he says in the 12th chapter that this inattention is the mother of all the other 9 aparadas.
हरिनाम चिंतामणि 12 अध्याय रे हरिदास ठाकुर कहउछंती जे अवधान हे जप करिबा एटा सबुटु घोर माने ऑफेंस करियार एटा सबुटु मूल कारण हेता
It is the mother.
एटा ही तार मां हेता अपराधर.
And he explains it in 2 ways. He said if you stop all the other aparadas, completely stop, but this one is still there, because the mother is there, again these children will be born.
आमे बाकी सब अपराध बंद करि देले मध्य जदि एई अपराध थिबो असावधान होई जप करिवा ताले बाकी सब अपराध मध्य पुणी जन्मी हबे.
On the other hand, he says that if you are doing all the other aparads, you are doing, but you stop this one because you kill the mother, automatically all those children will die. So isn't this important?
तो अपरिपक्ष रे जदि केवल सावधान पूर्वक जप करी आमे ए मां को अपराधर मां को ध्वंस करिवा ताले बाकी सारा अपराध ध्वंस हे जिवे.
It is important. It is very, 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 very important.
एटा सेथ में बहुत 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 गुरुत्वपूर्ण जे ध्यान पूर्वक जप करिवा.
We are known as the Hare Krishna movement because of Prabhupada.
आमे समस्त हरे कृष्ण मूवमेंट को आंदोलन को जाउछे.
So we are chanting every day, but we need to take shelter of the teachings of Namacharya so that day by day our japa quality will improve.
प्रकृति आमे प्रभुपादंकर आज मूवमेंट अच्छे आमे नामाचार्य को आश्रय नवा कथा ताकि आम नाम रे नामटा इम्प्रूव कर चले.
I will speak for 2 minutes more, then there will be 10 minutes. We finish at 9, isn't it? Then there will be 10 minutes for any questions if anyone wants to ask.
आउ 2 मिनिट मु कहबी तापरे आपण मानको प्रश्न मु नेबी 10 मिनिट पर्यंत.
So Srila Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur says in that 12th chapter, he explains that there is 3 types of inattention and then he gives 4 different remedies.
एई हरिनाम चिंतामणि रे हरिदास ठाकुर कहउछंती 3 प्रकार असावधान होई जप करिवा अछि अध्यान माने ध्यानपूर्वक जप न करिवा एवं 10टा अपराध अछि.
If our inattention problem starts to become resolved, that means if you become conscious of it, it will start to become resolved. If you are not conscious of it, then after 20 years also same problem will continue.
जदि आमे एहा प्रति आमे जदि कॉन्शियस न होबा ए 3 प्रकार जो आमे असावधान रे जप करूछे ताहले आमे वर्ष वर्ष धरि 20 वर्ष पर मध्ये भाबिले भी हमर सही अपराध गुडी को होउथिबो.
So, out of the three types of aparads, three different ways of committing inattention, offense of inattention. The first one is pramada or wandering senses.
तो ये तीन प्रकार इनअटेंटिव बा असावधान होई जप करियारु प्रथमटा हला प्रमाद,
which means wandering senses.
जहाँ माने इंद्रिय गुड़िक भ्रमण करुछंती.
Yes. Then the second one is distraction or attraction to objects other than Krishna.
द्वितीयटी हला कृष्ण को छड़ा अन्य वस्तु प्रति आकर्षित बा डिस्ट्रैक्टेड हवा.
And the third one is laziness.
और तृतीयटा हला लेजीनेस बा अलस्वामी.
But out of these three, he says, the first one is the mother of the other two. So we don't have to worry about the other two. You just stop this first one, the other two will automatically go.
हाँ, तो ये तीनटा मध्यरु मध्य प्रमाद जोटा कि प्रथमटा सेटा सबुठ बेसी गुरुत्वपूर्ण. आम जे ताकू बंद कर दबा बाकी दुईटी मध्य बंद हे जिवो.
Yes, and he is giving 4 practical remedies that we can try to use in our life.
से हमको चारिटा प्रैक्टिकल देइछंती सॉल्यूशन जहाँ को आमे आम दैनंदिन जीवन रे ये कर परिबा अप्लाई.
One of those 4 is also related to our time management.
ता भितरु गोटे हमर ए समय को मैनेज करिवा पई आमे लगै परिबा.
Oh yes, earlier we mentioned the 8th verse of Upadeshamrita, right? It is
उपदेश सार
Tannama Rupa Charitadi Sukirtananu Smrityo Kramena Rasana. Sorry, my memory. Never mind, there's no time for that. But basically, he says you gradually engage your tongue and mind and slowly increase that time until it becomes 24 hours.
तो से अष्टम श्लोक रे से कहउछंती जे तुमे तुम मन को नियोजित कर भगवान को नाम जपरे जिह्वा को नियोजित कर आ धीरे धीरे एते वर्धित होबा दरकार जे सारा 24 घंटा तुमर जेमती भगवान को नाम कीर्तन रे जीव.
So it's not bad that we have been chanting inattentively, because there are 3 types of chanting. First is offensive chanting. It's very good because you are chanting. It will lead you to the clearing stage where dire dire your offenses become less, and that will then eventually come to Shuddha Nam.
तो ता माने या खराब नुह जे तुम मैंने जप कर 3टा स्टेज रही जप कर. गोटे है अपराध युक्त नाम जोटा कि आम अपराध करुचे किंतु नाम तो करुचे किंतु धीरे धीरे जो आम से आम क्लीयरिंग स्टेज को आसवा जोटा नामाभास.
Okay, I'm going to end with one point, and then after that any questions we can ask. That one point is somewhere in the beginning part of the Harinam Chintamani, I think chapter 1 or 2, Haridas Thakur gives a clue how to strive for Shuddha Nam. He said our problem is we are not striving for Shuddha Nam. We are satisfied with our nonsense japa.
तो हरिदास ठाकुर कहते हरिनाम चिंतामणि प्रथम अध्याय रे जे आमे माने किपरि शुद्ध नाम करिया को इच्छा रखिवा कथा चेष्टा करिया दरकार किंतु आमे वास्तव रे इच्छा ही करूने शुद्ध नाम करिया. He
actually Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is speaking through Haridas, right? But he reveals the science of Nam Japa, and he explains that there is Namabash and there is Namaparad, and he says in that chapter that if somebody tries to understand the difference between Namabash and Namaparad, once he understands that, then in his heart the desire to chant Shuddha Nam will be born, and that desire to chant Shuddha Nam can save us. Then we will struggle to overcome the other aparads.
Okay. तो ये चैतन्य महाप्रभु हरिदास ठाकुर को माध्यम रे यहाँ कहते से कहते जिते आम जापर नाम अपराध स्तर और नाम आभास स्तर दुईटी जाक अलग सेतेबेले हमर ए शुद्ध नाम करिया को रुचि जागृत हबो.
We will develop a desire that I want to chant Shuddha. So I will stop here. Any questions anyone like to ask?
Okay, एठी मु विराम दउछि मो प्रवचन को. कार किछि प्रश्न अछि यदि मु एबे नबा को चाहूछि.
Or any comments?
बा किछि टिप्पणी.
Otherwise, I make an end. Don't be shy. If you have any questions.
लज्जा करंतुनी जहार किछि प्रश्न अछि पचारि पारि.
If there are any,
I have question.
You have question. Oh, very nice. Please ask.
Okay.
What is your name, please, Prabhu?
My name is Amritesh Gauradas.
Amritesh
Gauradas.
Amritesh Gauradas.
Okay. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Very nice translation, Prabhu.
I know where I am. Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, my question is that although you are saying that these holy names, if we chant so nicely, we'll be getting enough time to manage so that we can get some time for studies. Very good point. But one point is that this are the previous habits not involved in somebody's japa, because like everybody is coming from a different background. So somebody may be able to chant very nicely from the day one, and somebody may be sluggish in his chanting, but somehow he's trying. So if we just try but still we are not able to succeed in chanting attentively, or not chanting properly but just completing the number as such, so is there any sign that that person can also advance in Krishna consciousness?
No, definitely everyone can advance in Krishna consciousness. Your question is very wonderful. Please say in Odia. Please say in Odia.
ମୋ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଯେ ନିଶ୍ଚିତ ଭାବେ ଆପଣ କହିଲେ ଯେ ଜପ ଯଦି ଆମେ ଭଲ ଭାବରେ କରୁ ତାହେଲେ ଆମେ କିଛି ସମୟ ବାହାର କରିପାରିବା ପ୍ରଭୁପାଦଙ୍କର ବହି ଅଧ୍ୟୟନ କରିବା ପାଇଁ, ମ୍ୟାନେଜ୍ କରିପାରିବା ଆମ ଟାଇମ୍କୁ, ସେଇଟା ଆମେ ଶିଖିପାରିବା। ତ ଏବେ ମୋ ପ୍ରଶ୍ନଟା ହେଲା ଯେ ଆମେ ଜପ ତ କରିଥାଉ କିନ୍ତୁ ଆମର ପ୍ରିଭିୟସଲି ଯେଉଁ ଆମର ହ୍ୟାବିଟ୍ସ ରହିଛି ସେ ହ୍ୟାବିଟ୍ ଗୁଡ଼ିକ ଯୋଗୁଁ ଆମର ଜପଟା ବେଳେବେଳେ ଅଲଗା ରହିଥାଏ, ମାନେ ଅଲଗା ପ୍ରକାର ହୁଏ। କାହାର ଦିନ ପ୍ରଥମ ଦିନରୁ ହିଁ ଭଲ ଭାବେ ଜପ ହୁଏ, ଆଉ କାହାର ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରୁଥାଏ ସେ କିନ୍ତୁ ତାହାର କେବେ ବି ଏଇ ସ୍ତରକୁ ଆସେନି ଯେ ସେ ଧ୍ୟାନପୂର୍ବକ ଜପ କରିପାରିବ। ତାହେଲେ କ'ଣ ଦୁଇ ଜଣ ଯାକ ଭକ୍ତିରେ ଆଡ଼ଭାନ୍ସ କରିପାରିବେ ନା ନାହିଁ?
So actually we can write a whole thesis to answer this, because there are so many different angles, but I will try to just take one or two key points that came to my heart.
Actually या ଉପରେ बहुत सारा चर्चा करिया गोटे थेसिस लिखिला भली, किंतु आमे गोटे दीटा पॉइंट ता ଉପରେ चर्चा करिया।
So one thing is, if you are a yogi trying to save yourself, then what you say is true.
गोटे जिनस है जे जदि तुम जड़े जोगी निजको बंचाइबाकू चाहूछ ताहले एटा सत्य होई पारे।
But a bhakta is not like a yogi, because the bhakta is not trying to save himself. He knows he's fallen.
किंतु भक्त जड़े जोगी नो से जानिछि जे मु गोटे पतित।
Because there is an important upadesh in the beginning of Harinam Chintamani. Says before you take your japamala to meditate on Radha Shyam Sundar in Vrindavan, you must go in front of your Guru Maharaj and ask him permission that Gurudev, you have given me this mantra. Now I want to meditate on Radha Krishna in Vrindavan. Please give me your permission. So then you take your japamala and you chant. You know why you are chanting. Many of us, we chant without asking our Guru permission and without trying to remember Radha Krishna in Vrindavan.
तो वास्तव में हरिनाम चिंतामणि कहुई जो आम नाम जप प्रारंभ करूँ तो प्रथम आम वृंदावन रे राधा श्याम सुंदर को स्मरण करने कथा, तापर श्री गुरु को परमिशन नवा कथा, परमिशन नेला आम जप प्रारंभ करने कथा, किंतु आमे बहुत आमे प्राय आमे गुरु को परमिशन नवा भूली जाऊ, कृष्ण को स्मरण करिया मध्य भूली जाऊ।
निकुंजायुनो रति केली सिद्ध्याय या boyfriend and girlfriend having secret love affair going in the bush. You want to just go inside? Your guru is there to give permission how to do. You want to meditate on that. You have no right to be in there.
जमती ए श्लोक रे कहगला जे जदि बॉयफ्रेंड गर्लफ्रेंड कर गोटे अफेयर चलची तो आमे को डायरेक्ट प्रवेश कर परिबा, हमु कार गोटे परमिशन दरकार सेठी प्रवेश कर।
There are outside people. Who is this boyfriend girlfriend? Radharani and Krishna in the kunjas of Vrindavan.
तो एठी बॉयफ्रेंड गर्लफ्रेंड कहले हमें राधारानी और कृष्ण को कथा कहछे निकुंज रे वृंदावन रे।
We are serving our Guru in that line in Krishna's intimate past. They want us to meditate on Krishna playing his flute at Vamshivata on Sharad Purnima. That form Krishna is standing. We have to meditate on that, but with Guru's permission. That's very important.
तो आमे गुरुंकर परमिशन रे सही लीला रे प्रवेश करछे बा बंशीपट जोठी कृष्ण और राधारानी क्रीड़ा करछंदी सेठी हमें सही प्रवेश पाइबा पई गुरुदेव को परमिशन नियाती दरकार।
Now time is up. There's, according to my clock, 2 minutes more. One thing is, Haridas Thakur says that the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is itself a complete yoga, and the mantra itself will teach you everything you need to know step by step till you reach prema.
तो हरिनाम चिंतामणि कहउछन देटी हरिदास ठाकुर जे ए हरि कृष्ण महामंत्र रे सब किछि अछि आ धीरे धीरे आमे प्रेम स्तर को या द्वारा जाई परिबा।
On the other hand, he says if you keep on chanting the Maha Mantra negligently, you know the word negligently?
Negligently.
Can you translate it?
Negligently मध्ये जदि आमे हरि कृष्ण महामंत्र जप करियो, हैं आमे अन्यमनस्क भाबरे जदि मध्ये हरि नाम जप करियो,
then he says the holy name will become upset with you and it will do two things to you, two terrible things.
ଯଦି ଆମେ ନେଗ୍ଲିଜେଣ୍ଟ କ'ଣ କହିଲେ ଆପଣ ଅନ୍ୟମନସ୍କ ଭାବରେ ମଧ୍ୟ ହରିନାମ ଜପ କରିବା ତାହେଲେ ଦୁଇଟି ଜିନିଷ ହେବ ଆମ ଉପରେ ଆଉ ସେଇ ଦୁଇଟି ଜିନିଷ ହେଲା
Because Harinam Prabhu is living person.
କାରଣ ହରିନାମ ଜଣେ ପ୍ରଭୁ ସେ ଜଣେ ଜୀବନ୍ତ
Number one, he will turn, the Mahamantra will turn your heart into stone, so you will never be able to taste bhava or rasa.
ହଁ ଗୋଟିଏ ହେଲା ଆମର ହୃଦୟକୁ ସେ ଗୋଟେ ପଥର କରିଦେବ ଯାହାଫଳରେ କି ଆମେ କୌଣସି ଭାବ ବା ରସକୁ ଆସ୍ୱାଦନ କରିପାରିବା
Never. And the second thing that the holy name will do to you if you continue to keep on chanting negligently is it will force you to give up chanting Hare Krishna one day.
ଆଉ ଦ୍ୱିତୀୟ ଜିନିଷ ହେବ ଯୋଉଟା କି ଯଦି ଆମେ ଏଇଭଳି ଜପ କରୁ ତାହେଲେ ଆମର ନାମ କରିବା ଆମେ ନାମଟା ପୁରା ସମ୍ପୂର୍ଣ୍ଣ ଭାବେ ତ୍ୟାଗ କରିଦେବା
And if you see in chapter 1 of Harinam Chintamani, he explains, just be patient, say every syllable nicely, 32 shabdas. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. No need to rush. At least do one round very nicely, especially your first round. Do it very loudly, very nicely until your mind is subdued. And then try. You pray for mercy and Guru will guide us through the heart. It is not impossible. Everyone, we came here to change. We must change, we can change, but we have to try.
Okay. ତ ଆମେମାନେ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରିପାରିବା ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକଟି ମନ୍ତ୍ରରୁ ପ୍ରାରମ୍ଭ କରନ୍ତୁ ଭଲସେ ସେଇ ମନ୍ତ୍ରର 32ଟି ଅକ୍ଷରକୁ କୁହାଯାଉ এইଭଳି ଆଟଲିଷ୍ଟ ଗୋଟେ ରାଉଣ୍ଡ ଆମେ ଜପ କରିବାକୁ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରିବା ଗୁରୁଙ୍କର ପରମିଶନ୍ ହେଲେ ତାଙ୍କର ଇଚ୍ଛା ହେଲେ ଆମେ କରିପାରିବା ଆମେ ସମସ୍ତେ ଚେଞ୍ଜ ହେବାକୁ ଆସିଛେ ଏମିତି ନୁହେଁ ଯେ ଆମେ କରିପାରିବାନି ଏଇଟା କରିପାରିବା ଆମେ
So I will end by saying clearly what was that out of 4 remedies, one remedy relating to time, that is the one where he said that every day you fix the time and fix the place where you chant your prescribed rounds. Prescribed rounds are different from extra rounds.
तो ये 4टा रेमेडी रू गोटे रेमेडी हला जे आमे माने जोंठी जप करूछे आ जो समय रे जप करछे ए दुईटी जाक निर्धारित हवा दरकार से गोटे आमर मिनिमम जो प्रेस्क्राइब्ड 16 माला रहिछि सेति के आमे जप करिया को गोटे पर्टिकुलर जगह रे आ पर्टिकुलर समय रे प्रत्येक दिन करबा कर
And there's a little explanation he gave. You see, if I eat at 1:30 p.m. every day, I will become hungry at 1:30 p.m. every day.
जे परि भाबे से गोटे उदाहरण दैछंती यदि प्रत्येक दिन मु 1.5टा समय रे प्रसाद पाए तो प्रत्येक दिन 1.5टा समय रे मते भोक लागिबो जोदन मु न खाए
So he says, say every day at 4 p.m. I sit here next to this window on an asan and I chant 4 rounds at 4 p.m. every day. Then at 4 p.m. your mind will say, now I want to chant japa. And second thing, that place where you sit will become supercharged by the Mahamantra. So when you walk to that place, that asan itself will make you to chant Hare Krishna. This is explained by Haridas Thakur.
Okay. Haridas Thakur कहउछंती जे जदि तुमे गोटे जेमती जगह रे धर गोटे आसन पकई तुमे प्रत्येक दिन 4टा बेले जप कर तो प्रत्येक दिन तुमे सेही जगह को ही जाय कि 4टा हला माने तुम मन पड़िबो सेठी की जिबागो आ सेही जगहटा मध्ये शुद्धिकरण हो जाय थाए हमर नाम जप द्वारा तो आमे सेठी गला माने हमर नामटा और भलो भाबे
When you go near that place will make you to chant.
तल से जगह को गला माने हमको से जगहटा ही हमको जप करेबो
Yes. So just say very nicely, hear nicely, 32 clear syllables. Don't rush. Srila Gurudev used to say he's not chanting, he's whistling, no? That's whistling,
भलो
not
भाबरे
chanting.
जप करिया को इच्छा चेष्टा करंतु 32टा जाक अक्षर भलो भाबरे व्हिस्लिंग न करी गुरुदेव जेमते कहउतले व्हिस्लिंग करनी
And you see Gurudev chanting japa, always his finger will be like that, very...
आमे जेतोल देखिबा गुरुदेव को जप करिबा तो देखिए सब बेले तांकर आंगुठी एमती सीधा थाए आ बहुत ध्यान पूर्वक गुरुमा जप करंतु
Okay, there are 3 other remedies, please find out. Now we'll end, please say Mahamantra 3 times with me.
बाकी 3टा रेमेडी आपण माने खोजी नेबे एबे आमे महामंत्र कहबा एकाठी समस्त
जय श्री हरिनाम महामंत्र प्रभु की जय नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय श्री भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर महाराज हरिनाम चिंतामणि की जय प्लीज सिंग हरे कृष्णा 3 times with me. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai. Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Srila Gaura Govinda Swami Gurudeva, Srila Gaura Govinda Swami Gurudeva, Srila Gaura Govinda Swami Gurudeva, Gaura Govinda Swami Gurudeva, Jaya Sripad Maharaj, Jaya Gurudeva, Jaya Sripad Maharaj, Jaya Gurudeva. Sripad Maharaj, Jaya Gurudeva, Jaya Sripad Maharaj, Jaya Gurudev, 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 Gurudev. जय श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय, श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, श्री श्री ललिता विशाखा राधा गोविंद की जय, श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रमय की जय, श्री श्री पंचतत्व की जय, श्री गौरनिताय की जय, श्री श्री षड गोस्वामी प्रभु की जय, श्री गुरु परंपरा की जय, श्री प्रभुपाद की जय, श्री गौर गोविंद स्वामी महाराज गुरुदेव की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, गौर प्रेमानंदी।
श्री दीना अनुकंपा प्रभु की जय,
गुरुदेव की जय। Thank you for playing the Mridanga so nicely.
Sandeham. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.